baby. I'm like, baby, I want to play house with you.
1973 in January.
Yes.
I mean, that was the biggest show ever.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Satellite's the first satellite show to be done. Yes. Yes. It was amazing. All of the, everybody was nervous, and it just turned out to be such an amazing show. And I'm sure you all have seen the screen. Yeah. And one of the most exciting parts about that was at the end of the show. Nobody expected him to do it, but you know how they came out and they put the cape on him. Charlie would put his cape on him, and he'd walk around and he'd be bowing and everything, and all of a sudden he takes that cape off and throws it out into the audience, and it was just ripped into shreds by all these people. But it was an amazing show.
Wow.
And he looked so good in that show.
Donna Presley. So, when you were at home, Graceland, I mean, did Elvis sing Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, Blues But Shoes?
No. I mean, you know, if somebody requested something, that he would, but I mean, most of the time he sang gospel songs. That was his favorite. He grew up in church. He grew up singing gospel, and he even added it to his rock and roll shows, which was unheard of in those days, even in Las Vegas. But yeah, gospel was his favorite, and after the shows, as these guys can attest to, went up to his penthouse and sang all night long, and it was all gospel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Together with Ron to Elvis' suite, and you thought he will sing gospels, but you got another lesson.
Yes. You know, Ron always had to anticipate what Elvis did, and after a while, Elvis would get faster, so Ron wanted to know how to really anticipate him, so he wanted to take karate classes. So we did, and Elvis had found out about it and said, well, why don't you come up to the suite and we'll do some karate up there with Ed Parker, who was a famous karate guy, and Kung Ree, who Donna knows. And so we did. And I don't really know, I guess we did it for about a week. And this one day, Elvis came up to me and he says, okay, I want you to kick me right here. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. What if I hurt you? And he starts laughing. And he says, no, I want you to kick me hard right here. So I did this roundhouse kick, and I kicked him. And of course, he jokingly fell back, and oh my gosh. But we had the best time up there, doing little karate classes. It was great.
Donna, you were very close with the Sweet Inspirations, right?
Yes.
With Myrna? Yeah, you all were. I mean, she did almost the last show in Vienna. Then she flew back to London, and she had to stay there for 2 or 3 months. That was just
yes,
terrible.
That was awful. We were finishing our tour with Elvis the concert. I don't even remember where we were. Well, I can't remember. Anyway, she just got so sick, and so we had to put her on a plane and send her to London, and she had to stay there for quite a long time, and then she got well enough to get on a plane and get home, but she never really survived. But you know what she said to me? She said, do not take me off this stage. I will die on this stage. I will not stop singing. True.
Yeah. So
she loved her life.
Yeah, she loved it. I remember that. And I think it was 2009. We had nothing to do between some shows. We had 3 or 4 days off, and James said, let's do something. So we went to the studio and started to record 2 or 3 songs. And one of the songs was a funky version of Stranger in My Own Hometown. And after we recorded it, we called at the hotel and said, I mean, it sounds really funky. We would love to have you also on this recording. So an hour later, also the Swedes came to the studio, and that was the last recording. Yeah. But it was a great song.
That was the
Everybody
song.
knows this song, and everybody loves this song. And it's just a great song. And I love this song. But you don't know what I'm talking about, huh? But she will tell you the story.
This is the second song I ever sang on with Elvis. And it's a beautiful story about this song because during the 70s, 60s, and 70s, there was a lot of unrest in the United States. And a lot of the integration was coming into the schools, and there was a lot of unrest. And Elvis worried about doing this song, you know, although he knew it was the right thing to do. The right thing to do to support marginalized people. And it was a big risk for him, and it became a big hit, and it happens to be my favorite song he did. So, really happy to sing it.